everybody. Today I'm going to do a get ready with me. I haven't done a get ready with me in I think quite some time, at least not like a full face get ready with me. I've done like some eye looks and stuff, but today I'm going to do a full-on, full-out get ready with me. It's actually going to be a get ready with me slash first impressions on two brushes that I picked up for eyes. So we'll get started and here we go. So the first thing I'm going to use is I'm going to use some of my Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. Because Mama's got some dark circles under her eyes. Yes, I do. A, not enough sleep. B, allergies. And 3, hereditary. I'm going to use my N.Y.C dark circle corrector. And I am in the shade medium. Now I do have a bit of a patch right here of, it's just, it was like a blemish and it's just taken a long time to heal and looking bad. So I am going to cover that with some of the corrector since this is for dark circles. It does work a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna disappear completely. Like if I was doing a full coverage glam on look, I would definitely be able to get it gone, but with this I won't. Now I haven't blended anything yet because a step 2 to my dark eyes is I like to use a little bit of a brightener to blend in with the concealer to kind of pre-highlight. And so for that I'm using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is in Neutralizer. So I'm just gonna kind of tap that on top of this, and I'm actually also going to use that for my eyelid primer as well. I really like to use this for eyelid primer because I feel, oh boy, I look hysterical. I feel that it doesn't get greasy on me. It's perfect for primer. So I'm just going to take my Real Techniques blending sponge. I'm going to take the little end up here and I'm just going to blend all that out. Okay, so now that I've got it all concealed, it's all nice and blended, I don't want this to crease, so immediately I want to set it. And so to set it, because when I put on my foundation, I'm not going to go up in this area too much because then I think you just get looking too cakey if there's too much product. So to set this, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder, and I'm using my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm going to kind of lay it on a little thick. Not really baking in the sense of baking, but I'm definitely tapping on a lot of the product, and I am putting it on the eyelid just in case it does get a little, I mean, I have not had that happen with this concealer when I've used it as an eye primer, but just in case it does get a little creasy up there, I want my shadows to go on nice and smoothly. I am laying it on pretty thick, but I'm not going to bake it. So as soon as I put it on, I'm just gonna whisk it away. I am using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I am again in the shade 230, which is Natural Buff, and that is definitely my winter shade. It is a perfect skin match for me. And actually, I think I'm almost out on this bottle. A little bit of there out of the cap. So I've got that all on, pretty much where I want it to be. This one doesn't set as quickly, so you've got some time to work with it. Like Revlon Color Stay, I can only do like half my face at a time. So again, I'm going to take my beauty sponge, and I like to take the flat edge first. And we're just going to pounce this in. On the wall, who's the fairest of them all? I'm gonna let this set a little bit, which I always do with my foundations. It sets very quickly, but I just always like to make 100% sure that it's set. So I usually move to this portion before I put on the powder to set it. I do my eyebrows real quick. So eyebrows are done. I'm quick, fast, in a hurry. My eyebrows actually already pretty well have their shape. It's just a matter of filling in a few of the bald spots, what's left of my eyebrows, I should say. I'm gonna go ahead and set it with just a little bit of powder. And for that, I'm actually gonna also use the Fit Me Matte and Poreless pressed powder. Again, this is in the shade 230, which is Natural Buff. And I don't really powder everywhere. I kind of just focus on the T-zone and my neck. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and move into the eye look. So for my eye look today, I'm going with my Tartlette in Bloom palette. I love this palette. I got it for Christmas. You know, I'm a drugstore girl, except for Christmas time, you know, we kind of splurge. So these are the colors in here. They're just gorgeous. The original Tartlette palette was completely matte. This one includes 3 shimmer shades, which are Funny Girl, Rocker, and Firecracker, which I'm obsessed with Funny Girl and Firecracker. I cannot do an eye look without it. So here's where we get to the part where it's a first impression. Wet n Wild, you know, of course, has come out with all these brand new brushes, and they're really cute. And they feel very soft. And I don't see any hair shedding off of them or anything. No, nothing. So we'll see how well they hold up when they wash. I'm not so sure how this ferrule is gonna hold up. It's not like scored, so that makes me think it's just really glued up here and not crimped onto the stick. And I'm pretty sure the stick is plastic. But it does have like a little notch here. Like, I don't know how well that's showing up on camera. So you can kind of see it there. It's got like this little notch for, I guess, your finger to fit in. Just like the right size. I don't know, I find that kind of cool. So I got and it doesn't have the name of these brushes on the brush, which that bugs me terribly. But I only picked up 2, and I think there's like 6 or 4 or 6 eye and like 4 or 5 face. So there's quite a many, and they're only 99 cents, so they're only $1. So this is the large eyeshadow brush, and I thought this is really kind of close to a MAC 217 in that it's pinched up at the ferrule, but it's kind of fluffy at the top, you know, but kind of flat. So it kind of reminds me of MAC 217. So I'm going to go with this one for the crease. And I'm going to go into the shade here, which is called Rebel. So I'm going to be putting Rebel in the crease. I take this in the crease, and then I'm going to go just above out here on this outer moon, kind of where my eyebrow begins to arch. And this is how I get that boomerang, what they kind of call that boomerang effect, is I'm going to kind of, you know, blend that in here and go this way. Okay, so now that I have the creases cut in, I'm going to kind of do my outer corner in V. And for that, I like just a little bit smaller of a brush. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm going to go into the deepest shade down here in this bottom row, which is called Leader. So now what I'm going to do, since I've got that deeper shade on the outside, is I'm just going to blend everything together. Into the shade here called Flower Child. It's this shade right here. That's well blended up there. Now the other brush I got from Wet n Wild, oh my poor lips, is what's called the small eyeshadow brush. And this one is nice flat. It's stiff, but yet still pretty soft, malleable. But it's a nice stiff little brush, and I think this is going to work really well for packing on shadow. So I'm going to go into the color here called Firecracker. I'm going to go into the shade Funny Girl, which is this one here on the bottom. In love with this stinking palette. Okay, so those are pretty well blended to my liking. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to smudge out my lower lash line. I'm done with that. with the eyes pretty much. I think I'm gonna do just a little bit of liquid liner. So eyeliner is done. Wings are on. Off camera, as per usual. So what I'm gonna do is, in case I got any little bits of fallout and stuff, and you know, where I had to do some correction, this is something I just always do. I know it's like I use 4 different kinds of concealer. It's crazy. But I just throw on a little bit of liquid concealer, and I'm still using up my Revlon Color Stay concealer in the shade medium. I still have it, so I'm still using it up. And then I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, because my other one, you know, now has a different color concealer on it. And I'm gonna go right up to there, that wing, and clean up that whole spot. So what I'm gonna do now for the rest of my face is, I haven't been contouring as much. It's just really kind of not my thing for some reason this month. But I am bronzing a lot, and this was one of my December favorites, and I think it's going to take me right into January too, and that's my N.Y.C. Smooth Skin Bronzing Powder in the shade Sunny. So now that I'm completely bronzed, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my blush with my Mellow Wine from Wet n Wild. It's just a real pretty, like a deep pink wine shade. I don't know, I think it looks really good. My Real Techniques blush brush, and so that's what I'm gonna put it on with. Tap that puppy off. Hit them apples. Dang, it takes so little. There we go, and then that kind of just helps blend everything together and make it all work. Okay, so now it's how about that highlight though? And what I've been in love with is my Wet n Wild Fergie Center Stage Collection Reflect to Shimmer highlighter, and this is in the shade Hollywood Boulevard. It looks funky in the package, but it turns into this, oh my God, is that gold? So we're almost there. All we have to do is lashes and then lips. And I did take a little Q-tip and wiped off the makeup on my little mole here. I always kind of do, because I like that little beauty mark, and you know, when I put on makeup, it always gets covered up. So anyway, so I'm going to give my eyelashes a quick curl, and then I'm going to use my Maybelline Lash Sensational in Blackest Black. So eyelashes are done. So now I'm going to go on to my lipstick, and I am using, this is a Wet n Wild lipstick. It's, unfortunately it's a limited edition, and it's called Nightcap, and it's a fabulous color. I believe it was only out for the holidays, but you know, check around, you still might be able to find it in places. So I'm going to use Nightcap, and then I'm going to put a little gloss on top just to give it a little something. It is a matte color. It's a gorgeous color. I do love it. But, yeah, I just want a little something, something on it. And I did this the other day, and I just love the way that it turned out. And this is actually one of the ColorIcon lip glosses. It was actually a limited edition that came out for the summer. There we go. And see, I just really kind of focused that in on the center. So here's our finished look for today. Eyeballs, everything done. I really like this look. It's a little bit of smoky, but not really smoky. It's more just kind of the copperies and the browns and the, I don't know, these Tarte eyeshadows are just beautiful, and the colors just blend really well. And I really love it with like this darker kind of lip. Because, you know, it's kind of still a very natural eye look, because that's kind of my thing, and that's usually my comfort zone that I stick in, is a more natural eye looking look. I hope that you enjoyed this today, this Get Ready With Me. Give it a thumbs up if you did like it, if you did enjoy it, if you enjoyed chit-chatting with me, who You know, I'm a non-stop talker. So definitely give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to see other get ready with me's, or maybe if you want to see some different looks with the Tarte in Bloom palette, I can definitely try and pull them off. Any suggestions that you have, I'd appreciate it. Kind of stuck on this firecracker color, guys. I need some help getting off of it. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.